Hey and welcome to the Daily Arsenal News Show. Let's begin with our daily news. Real Madrid keeping tabs on Arsenal star Gabriel Jesus, but a January move is unlikely. Real Madrid are keeping tabs on Arsenal striker Gabriel Jesus, but a January move appears to be unlikely. Jesus only signed for Arsenal during the summer transfer window, making a move from Manchester City. The Brazilian has played a pivotal role in Arsenal's early success this season, naturally turning the heads of clubs from around Europe. Jesus' flair and work rate make him an extremely adaptable striker who can play in multiple systems. Now, according to Vigaches, Real Madrid are keeping tabs on Jesus ahead of a potential move at the end of the season. A January move seems unlikely, with Carlo Ancelotti recently confirming that they won't be making any signings in the upcoming transfer window, according to Fabrizio Romano. However, Real Madrid's situation could easily change over the next few months. Ancelotti has a lack of options up top, so if Karim Benzema is injured before January, you would imagine they could explore the market for a striker. The chances of Arsenal allowing Jesus to leave the club are very slim, especially in January, so it could be difficult for Madrid to prize him away from the Gunners. By the way, the Vigaches sources are usually wrong, so this rumor might never observe the light in the next few years. Manager says Arsenal staff speak very highly of Matt Turner. United States national team manager Berhalter has paid tribute to Arsenal goalkeeper Matt Turner. In an interview with Times, Berhalter said that Gunners staff talk very highly of the man who joined the club during this summer. He is now the club's backup goalkeeper, getting exposure to first-team football in the Europa League and still awaiting his Premier League debut. Turner picked up a groin injury which kept him out of the defeat against PSV Eindhoven on Thursday night, which was only Arsenal's second loss of the season. His manager said, "We are working on the number ones, but Matt Turner just picked up a little groin injury that's still being evaluated. It's great to see Matt Turner crack into the Arsenal Europa League lineup and do a good job. We have a good relationship with their staff there. They speak very highly of Matt. Again, another guy with an A+ work ethic, and he is really improved so far since he's been there." Mikel Arteta has heaped praise on Turner for performance against Bodo Glimt this month, as per Arsenal.com. "He is improving, he is getting better. We are demanding things that are different to what other managers have demanded him to do. Who knows, if Matt Turner keeps improving, he might have the chance to replace Ramsdale one day." Brazilian clubs monitoring Arsenal man Pablo Mari. Arsenal sent Pablo Mari on loan to Monza at the start of this season because he had fallen out of favour at the Emirates. The defender was one of our best players when Mikel Arteta became the club's manager. However, over time, others have moved ahead of him on the pecking order at the Emirates. The defender had to leave to keep playing, and he is enjoying playing time at the Serie A club. He was recently a victim of a stabbing incident in Italy, but a report by R7 journalist Cosme Rimoli revealed the clubs in Brazil have been monitoring him. It claims Atlético Mineiro, Cruzeiro, Fluminense and Grêmio are all preparing for the season. He is one player they want on their team. However, the stabbing incident, which might keep him out for 2 months, may now delay any transfer. Mari is known to Brazilian clubs, having been on the books of Flamengo before moving to Arsenal. A return there will not be a problem for him, but he might prefer to spend a few more seasons in Europe. If that is the case, Monza could make his move permanent after securing that option in the original transfer. Arsenal are keeping a close eye on Moussa Diaby. Arsenal and Chelsea are reportedly among the teams to have scouted Bayer Leverkusen forward Moussa Diaby, as he impressed with Atletico Madrid in the UEFA Champions League this week. Diaby has long been regarded as a talented teenager, having caught the eye in Germany for a while now, and it looks like scouts from top Premier League teams are keeping a close eye on him. Both Arsenal and Chelsea had officials present for France International's fantastic display, with Atletico Madrid in the UEFA Champions League, with the Gunners supposedly having a long-standing interest in the attacker. The Gunners would do well to add Moussa Diaby as a replacement for Nicolas Pepe, as he could see the Spanish boss and co trying again to sign a forward in January. The French forward started his career at PSG before moving to Bayer Leverkusen, and he has since featured 134 times for the Bundesliga Giants, scoring 36 goals. This campaign, the 23-year-old forward has scored only one goal and assisted two in all tournaments, and his dip in form has led to him being dropped from the France team. In contrast, last season, he helped fire his side to a third-place finish in the Bundesliga, scoring 17 goals and assisting a further 14. The Gunners are in the market for an additional forward as they also chase Ukrainian winger Mikhailo Mudryk. The report also mentions that the likes of Manchester City, Tottenham and Newcastle United may have been monitoring the Frenchman this week. Arsenal could now sign Evan Ndicka for free next year, says a journalist. Arsenal could sign Eintracht Frankfurt defender Evan Ndicka on a free transfer next summer. That's according to Ben Jacobs, who was talking to Give Me Sport about the French centre-back. Arsenal have been flying this season and were top of the Premier League going into the weekend. Mikel Arteta will be hoping his side keep pushing as the World Cup approaches and can capitalize on their fantastic start to the campaign. Much of Arsenal's success this season has been built on a solid defensive foundation, with William Saliba's introduction to the team being particularly impressive. The Frenchman's partnership with Gabriel Jesus has been brilliant, and the pair have started every league match together. However, Gabriel has been described as the weak link by Nigel Reo-Coker, and Arteta could look to improve his options in that area. Ndicka would certainly provide him with another exciting option, and at 23 years old is only likely to get better. Arsenal could sign the phenomenal Ndicka on a free transfer next year as Arteta continues to refresh his squad. Speaking to Give Me Sport about the young centre-back, Jacobs said, "Part of the appeal isn't just that he could end up leaving on a free, which obviously makes it much more of a chase from Europe's elite because there is lower risk in terms of your outlay and there is high potential because of his age as well. It's one to watch from Arsenal's point of view for sure, but they are going to face competition because the player is at exactly the right age, hotly rated, and is highly likely to be value for money." Arsenal will know that in order to attract the best talent next year, they will need to be back in the Champions League again. Ndicka isn't the only player Arsenal could sign on a free transfer next summer, with Youri Tielemans also likely to be available. Fabrizio Romano believes that Arsenal have a great opportunity to sign the Belgian. Youri Tielemans back to complete move to the Arsenal. Arsenal have been made the favourites to sign Leicester City star Youri Tielemans on a free deal next summer. After a summer of spending and adding players to the side over the course of the summer window, Arsenal have exceeded all expectations with their best ever start in a top-flight campaign. However, it's still believed in the media that Arsenal will look to delve into the transfer kitty during the January transfer window and add a few more players to the squad that will add depth to the side, and Tielemans is a player that the Gunners have been linked with. He was heavily tipped to leave Leicester but stayed, but with the Belgian not any closer to agreeing a new contract, it's believed that Leicester will look to cash in during the winter window rather than lose him for nothing at the end of the season. Now, the Daily Express claim the Gunners are chasing the Belgian central midfielder for quite some time now, and it looks like the Leicester City man will end up moving to the Emirates ahead of the 23-24 season. And if you believe the words of Lomi Stanley, he could be a very good addition to this current Gunners squad. He told I See Football News, "This starting 11 for Arsenal is one of the best in the Premier League. And if they can keep them fit and healthy, then there is a chance that they could win that Premier League title. But there is no harm in adding some depth to the squad, especially as Arsenal have the Europa League, League Cup, FA Cup and Premier League games all to contend with for the rest of the season. Add that to the fact that there will surely be some injuries after the World Cup, and adding Tielemans for £10 million to the squad could be a very smart move to make. He is proven in the Premier League. He is a solid attacking midfielder that can play in a number of positions and would be able to fit into the style of play at the Emirates. He would be a brilliant signing." Agbonlahor tips Brighton star Leandro Trossard for a January move to Big Six Premier League club. TalkSport pundit Gabriel Agbonlahor believes Leandro Trossard could be sold by Brighton in January and tips the Belgian to make a move to one of the Big Six in the Premier League. Trossard has made a brilliant start to his season and was on the score sheet against yesterday in Brighton's 4-1 win over Chelsea. The goal was the 27-year-old seventh of the season, and with his contract expiring at the end of the season, many big clubs will be looking to acquiring the winger's services. Talksport pundit and former player Gabriel Agbonlahor thinks Trossard could leave Brighton in January and thinks he would be a good fit at Arsenal, Chelsea or Tottenham. He is improved so much and he is adding goals as well, Agbonlahor said about Trossard on talkSPORT. He could be one that starts regularly for his country, Belgium. He is going to attract a lot of clubs from over Europe. Premier League clubs will look at him as well. I think he could do a job at Arsenal, Chelsea or Spurs. Playing like he is, maybe January. If Brighton can get a bit of money for him, they might look to sell him in January. Mikel Arteta have been told Cody Gakpo will be a very dangerous signing for Arsenal. Robin van Persie believes Arsenal would be signing a dangerous player if they sealed a deal for Cody Gakpo. Arsenal, along with the likes of Man United and Chelsea, were three clubs most linked with a transfer move, but despite all the hype and all the speculation, he stayed at PSV. However, there has been a lot of speculation about his future in the past few weeks and whether or not the Gunners will make a move to try and get a deal done, as Mikel Arteta knows he needs to keep adding to his squad. Now, amid all the speculation, Van Persie has claimed that the Gunners would be signing a very dangerous player if they managed to sign the gifted attacker. He is a good player, Van Persie told BT Sport. He always finds a way in most games to have an influence in terms of making an assist or a goal. He is always dangerous. He is not really an out-and-out striker. He can play as a number 10, he can play on the wing or as a false striker. He can play in those four positions in front. He has a good physique, he is strong, fast, he can dribble. He is an all-round player. There has been so much speculation about the future of Gakpo, and it's easy to see just why the Gunners are so keen on a deal. So if the money is right and the chance is there, he could be a very good addition to the squad. He has proven himself at the very top of the game, and all indications suggest that he would be very open to a move to the Emirates. I will be uploading daily Arsenal news, so keep your eyes on the channel and don't forget to like and subscribe. I appreciate your support. Peace out.